I'll be talking about the company, about the product, Gold. I'll be talking about the affiliate system that we are using to uh, spread the word about gold and telling others about the gold, and of course also how to start your own business actually just by telling others about the benefits of gold. The company itself is very unique on the market. It has a very strong position on the market, even though they've only been working with gold the last 2 years. Um, the whole idea of the company and the vision of the company is actually to um, exchange money into gold. It sounds very simple, but not a lot of people really are thinking in these terms. When you save up money, you normally would look at pension plans or putting money into the bank. But we are actually doing one step more secure here. We are exchanging money into gold, and gold, as you may know or may not know, is a very strong currency, and it's a currency that is worldwide recognized, and it's very much at this point in time going up in value. So we're very proud that we have a constellation in the company where we actually have own gold mines. We have own refinery and production facility that's in Turkey, in Europe here. The refinery is in Istanbul. And we have our own distribution channel, and that's through the affiliate system that I will tell you a little bit about later on. So we have a unique constellation where we bring gold very soon to a worldwide market. We have been using the last many months on preparing for this. As I said before, we have been live now for a little more than 2 years. But that was in, let's say, a very limited amount of countries. We only operated in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland here in Europe. But very soon the company saw the potential, the world or the global potential for this product and the global need for this product. And they started a journey and started developing software that could handle a global rollout. That means a worldwide expansion with this product into the different areas of the world. They started investigating the legal requirements to enter different markets, and of course also the possibilities that were out there to store and deliver into the different markets of the world. So that's something that we have been looking into for the last many months, and we are very, very close to have the final solution ready, and with that final solution we will be able to do a worldwide, more or less worldwide rollout within this year. So over the next weeks and months we will see a lot of countries opening up, but by the end of the year we will be in at least 100 plus countries. So that's very, very interesting. So it's very exciting times also for me. I've been with the company now for one and a half years and been following this this expansion, this vision, this company go from let's say one strategy to another strategy, and that's from this country by country opening to a worldwide platform. Our product is gold, which in my opinion is the best product in the world. Some of you know about gold, some of you don't know so much about gold. I can only tell you that gold is a very, very interesting product. Everywhere around the world it's recognized. It's traded all over the world in 194 countries. Gold over the last 10 years has just gone up, and over the last year alone it has gone up with around 40%. So our product is gold. It's not that you need to buy or pay for a product or a service that you don't use or need. No, you just simply exchange from paper currency, that is from your local money, your local currency, into gold. So you take actually just money from your paper money pocket and you put it into your gold money pocket, and at some point in the future you can just choose to exchange it back into real money. And probably with a profit. Of course, that's not something that we can guarantee, but a lot of experts would agree with me. Um, and we can see that just by looking in the back mirror and then see what has happened with gold over the last years. We focus on small pieces, and the reason why we focus on small pieces is, of course, if something should happen in your country or on a global scale with paper money, small units or small pieces of gold is actually what you want to have, because that will make you flexible in times of crisis. Whereas if you have bigger gold bars, it will be it's not that easy for you to exchange it into let's say goods and services that you might need in times of pressure. We of course only work with certified 999.9 24-karat gold. That's the highest standard of gold you can get, and we only work with what we call Kine bars. Kine bars has a hologram on the back. You can see this is actually one of our gold cards. We have 4 different sizes: 0.5, 1 gram, 2.5, and 5 gram gold bars. Every bar is embedded into a plastic card that is the same size of a credit card. And here you see a piece or a picture of the front and the back side of a gold card. It's heat sealed in plastic, so you can't touch the gold. It's of course protected with plastic, but it's a real gold bullion. It's a real gold piece that is in there. This is a 1 gram, as you can see, 999.9 fine gold. You have braille on it, so that also the blind can feel if it's a 1 gram or half gram or 2.5. And if you look at the back side, you can see where it says certificate. It's actually the hologram that is there that authenticates that the gold inside this heat sealed plastic is in fact 999.9. So it's a Kine bar is the highest certification you can get in the world today, and that's what we operate with. It's top-notch products. Also, our refinery only refines green gold. That means we refine only with the use, without the use of toxic chemicals like cyanide and other toxic things that pollute the environment. So it's a very green way also of producing the gold. Already now, in the first 2 years of business here, we are the biggest manufacturer of 1 gram gold bars in the world, and we can produce up to 50,000 units per day. When I say units, I mean cards. That could be 0.5, 1 gram, 2.5, 5 gram cards. And we've sold over 3 tons of gold in those little units just in the first 2 years in business. The company is situated in Germany, with KB Vision. We actually have 2 offices in Germany, but the operations part is KB Vision, that's in Stuttgart in Germany. They have to do with everything from daily operations, customer service, legal department, marketing, everything. And that is from there that that the expansion is taking place, and the, let's say, the world or the global headquarters are at. We just recently started a cooperation with a company called SecureLock in Germany. SecureLock is the biggest company in Germany that handles valuable or transport of valuable goods. That means they have around 3,500 employees in Germany, and they do bank security transports, safety transports of jewelry and precious metals and things like that. And that's just in Germany. They work Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. But of course, for our worldwide expansion plans, SecureLock has a subcontract with something called G4S, that is a global courier or a global specialist in transporting and storage of valuables. So what we actually are doing is that we are setting up on strategic points around the world, probably 4 or 5 depots around the world, from where we will then deliver gold into those different markets using G4S. and they cover around 120 countries at the moment. And that will be, of course, the A and B list countries, as they call it. And they are very, very professional and competent. Everything is monitored and in a very, very safe way. Either deposited if you want to have your gold stored, if you want to have it delivered. Everything is tracked by tracking number. You'll be able to follow everything within your customer access point. Even down to the little parcel that you will get sent, everything is caught on video. So if you want to order 10 grams, of course, the 10 grams will be produced at the refinery in Turkey. It will be counted and packed in Turkey. It will be shipped to the to Secure Lock in Germany. Then the customer will be notified, and now it's there. And depending on where they are at in the world, it will then be shipped to either the storage facility in their area or directly to their home if it's in an open country. And everything is videotaped so that for security reasons, every parcel can be tracked and documented for at any point in time. So everything is really, really professional, and everything is being set up right now. And we will be ready for this global rollout within just a few weeks. Gold, or the reason why gold is so interesting as it is, there are many reasons, but first of all, it's actually because of money, because of paper money. If we take the dollar, for example, over the last 100 years, the dollar was introduced in the year 1900, the dollar has actually lost around 97% in value. And it all started very well with something called the gold standard, where they said in the year 1900, for every dollar we print, we have to back it up 100% with gold, because if we don't back it up with gold, the paper is just paper. We can write anything on it, but it just doesn't really mean anything unless we back it with gold. So they said for every dollar we print, we put 1.5 grams of gold aside in the national gold reserves in America. So for every dollar they printed, they had to put aside 1.5 grams of gold. And that's how they introduced the gold standard and how they introduced the dollar. And everything worked out fine until 1930s, where, of course, they had a very big depression in the U.S. and they needed more money. They didn't have gold enough for printing all this money, so they changed the laws and they said, okay, now we only have to back the gold with 30% of, the dollar with 30% of gold. And in that way, we can produce 70% more money. And that's what they did, and they got a lot of money into the field, and eventually the U.S. recovered and everything was fine. In 1971, war was going on in Vietnam. President Nixon needed a lot of money for the war and a lot of other stuff, and he actually went around Congress and signed a petition, a document that totally took the dollar off the gold standard. So that meant that since 1971, no gold is now used to back the dollar. That means the government can just print as much money as they want without backing it with gold anymore, which was actually the standard idea from the beginning. And that's what we're seeing all around the world today, that the printing machines, they're just printing all this money. So we are seeing inflation, we are seeing hyperinflation somewhere. So we are actually seeing a devaluation of the dollar. The dollar is being, not only the dollar, the money is being worth less and less and less. And you need more and more money, more and more buying power to buy the goods and services that you need. And that's a very big problem. It's just like the game of Monopoly. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that game. In the rules in that game, it actually says that the bank can never go bankrupt. If the bank has no more money, just take a blank sheet of paper and write a number on it and use that as money. And that's actually what what they're doing around in the world today. They're just printing all this money, and that really puts a lot of pressure, not only on people like you and me. It puts also pressure on countries, because